No, that's a good question. There is no shortcut, or I would have found it or marketed it by now. It's just time on the mat. That's what it is, always has been, always will be. All my teachers told me the same thing. Don't respect other people's opinion unless they're in the game, unless they have the time that other teachers have put in. So if you see a random comment on YouTube from some schmuck with no subscribers, you have the moderators take care of that. The people that own a school, that run a school, that work 10, 12, 14 hours a day doing martial arts, running a school, and that train several days a week, not one day a week, not a seminar once a year. People that put in the time to come in 3, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. Those are the ones I'm going to listen to and mark those words and improve upon what they say or suggest and talk together about what we can all do to make our art better, regardless of the art. This has nothing to do with what label you slap on your back of your uniform, and it has nothing to do with what style you teach. Regardless of the sun and the rain and the storms and the snow and who is and is not training, you do not stop training no matter what. And your feelings have nothing to do with it. It's all about how far can you push yourself. You get bruised, you get broken bones, you get lacerations, you get your ego crushed every day, you get tapped out 25 times a day, you fall to the ground 50 times in a class, you get right back up, you go home, you recover, and you come back the next day. There is no secret to it. Those that endure through this, which is what that symbol there means, to persevere and to endure, are the ones that will become the next generation of teachers. And they are few and far in between. For every 100 people that walk through that door right there, you might have 2 that make it to the instructor level. The rest will quit. Since the 1980s, I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of people that were with me when training, far more talented than I, disappear because their family, their friends, their job, their finances, whatever it was, pulled them out of the training. And that doesn't make me or any other teacher any better. We just stuck with it. No matter what hardship we went through, we stayed with it. We stayed in the game. And when there was no one left, we became the next generation of instructors. With the invention of the internet and all this technology, people assume that they can get these skills without stepping on the mat. It is not possible to get it through a book or a DVD or video or TikTok or YouTube or anything else, because you're only seeing 0.1% of anything anyone can ever put out there. A 5-minute video on YouTube is nothing like a 2-hour class here at your dojo. And you will gain thousands of data points and insights and secrets of your martial art when you are physically on the mats with other people. Solo training is great, but it doesn't hold a candle to coming to a group class where you're going to train with different sized bodies, different strengths, different ages of people, and different skill levels. When you have a 250-pound man resisting what you're doing, you're going to really know if your technique works or not. So again, regardless of weather, regardless of who's around you, regardless of the storms that happen in your life, you have to stay the path. No one is going to respect someone who just yaps or types and does not have the training and the thousands of mat time hours to back it up. So the secret to this question, which I get asked all the time, is there is no secret. It is blood, it is sweat, it is toiling the field until you get the skills that you're looking for. And then once you get those skills, you work at them over and over and over and over and over and over again until they become part of who you are. You'll see many friends disappear to the side and to the back and to the front of you. Eventually you turn around and you're the only one left. And that teacher bestows the further burden on you as now you're the teacher, because he or she is too old, they're getting ready to retire, now you have to run the classes. And then out of respect to your tradition, your sensei, and of course your students and yourself, your family, your friends, you have to even work harder to become better at the martial art that you chose. Then you start to delve into the history, the books, the other teachers in the art, the videos that are out there, and you throw yourself into the scholarly side of things so that you can answer the questions that your students will inevitably ask you. And then hundreds of students will come through your door, perhaps thousands depending on how long your dojo lasts. And that funneling system, everyone filters down, 1 or 2 people survive and they become the next generation of instructors, and then you retire That cycle of Budo goes on and on and on, hopefully far into the future. My job as a teacher is just a steward for a few decades for my particular martial art that I chose and love. I'm just a speck in the dust and the wind. I'm just a raindrop, that's all. And when I die and move on and retire, a few of my students who love the art as much as I do will continue to take over and pass it on to their children. There are zero secrets. We just have to use the life that we were given, this precious time, day by day, as best we can with the body we have and the mind that we have, to move forward and pursue our love for the martial arts. And then we can say, I lived a life well lived in the service of others. And that is the best gift that we can give back to our teachers and our lineage. Good question. Thanks for asking. Thanks for watching, everybody. Get back on the mats. Good training to you. If you're on the mats already, full-time, part-time, stay there. Stay that course.